Here to react to Senate Armed Services Committee member and Republican Alabama gubernatorial candidate, Senator Tommy Tuberville. Coach, as you've asked me to call you, good to see you, Coach. It really does seem like a replay of the Maryland man.
Shocking. It's amazing to me just to listen to that interview. Where do these people come from? Hey, I've been up here, Will, for what, going on 6 years, and I thought I'd seen some unbelievable things. It's getting worse and worse. Open borders, drug trafficking, human trafficking, $38 trillion in debt. And these people do not like law and order. They just don't like it. And it's just amazing to me that in my lifetime, war on drugs, just say no, all these things. And at the end of the day, it's about protecting American lives, not protecting narco-terrorists. But they hate it because they hate Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth, and they want something done about it. But guess what? They're going to keep right on keeping on.
It truly is shocking, as you put it into context there, to think back to the 1980s, hell, the 1990s, when, fighting drug trafficking was a bipartisan and common sense approach in America. And now the Democrats repetitively find themselves championing first illegal immigrants and criminal illegal immigrants like Kilmar Abrego Garcia. And now these guys on our screen right now. And maybe it's that they're against law and order. I'm willing to accept that. I also think just thinking everything has to be anti-Trump puts you in some really awkward positions in life.
It really does, and they got themselves in a jam on this one because people across the country are sick and tired of listening to people that are supporting these criminals, and they're tired of it. And it's one thing that they're going to lose the battle here on. They need to be on another subject. I think they will after the first of the year, but they hate the SecDef and President Trump so much they do not want to give up on this. Let them keep pounding it. And they're going, President Trump and Secretary of War Pete Hegseth are going to keep bombing, and we need to kill them all.
Senator, also running for governor of the state of Alabama. I fear that I'm asking an not impartial arbiter here on this next question, but we'll find out. Here's the college football playoff bracket. Everybody on their screen can see it. What you should look for here is who's not on the list, who's not in there. And the controversy, Coach, is all about Notre Dame, 10-2 Notre Dame. Nobody really thinks, not many think that they should be in over Miami because Miami beat Notre Dame. But they do have a debate about whether or not they should have been ahead of 3-loss Alabama. Now, what do you think about Notre Dame not being in the playoff?
Well, I don't think they have an argument. First of all, they didn't play in a championship game. Alabama played an extra game. You shouldn't lose ground because you played in a championship game. Notre Dame needs to get into a conference. Basically, at the end of the day, they don't have a conference championship game. They've tried to be their own independent school forever and ever. They got a good football program. They had a good team this year. They can't win the national championship. I'm going to take a lot of hits on that on social media, but they couldn't win. They're not one of the best 12 teams, but controversy is what makes college football. I don't care if you got 2 teams, number 3 and 4 are going to complain. If you got 8 teams, 9 and 10 are going to complain. Now we have 12 teams, 13, 14, and 15 are going to complain. That's the way it goes. At the end of the day, we'll have the national champion. We'll have a national champion. I totally agree.
We're going to have these debates no matter what the cutoff line is. You may take some hits from Notre Dame fans, but, look, you're an Auburn guy, so that helps, but you are running for governor in the state of Alabama. It probably wouldn't behoove you to come out and say Notre Dame belonged in the playoff over Alabama. Just to be fair, this was my fear. I don't think I was ever going to get that answer from you, Coach.
No, you wouldn't. But again, they played in a championship game. That's the way it goes. Get into a conference and play in a conference championship game. You might be able to make the top 12. They should have been in anyway. They shouldn't have lost to, the games that they lost. But they did. And at the end of the day, you got to win your games.
Governor of Indiana, not in your future. But maybe governor of Alabama. Senator, I always love having you on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Will.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.